Where Winds Meet is packed with so many systems that it can honestly feel overwhelming at first. Some mechanics are clearly meant to shape your long-term build and playstyle, while others pop up once, do their thing, and quietly disappear. Then there are those rare systems that sit right in the middle, easy to miss but way more interesting than they first appear. One of those is disguises, and trust me, they are not what you might expect from the name alone. In Where Winds Meet, disguises are less about putting on a costume and more about fully stepping into someone else's shoes. You're not just changing how you look for a quick gimmick, you're temporarily becoming another character, complete with unique interactions and surprising uses. It's a system with way more depth than the game initially lets on. And once you understand how it works, it can completely change how you approach certain situations. So in this video, we're breaking down how to dress as other characters and why you should actually care about disguises in Where Winds Meet. I'm quickly moving on to the video.
Very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel.
If you enjoy these types of list videos,
please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos.
Enjoy watching.
Thanks.
In Where Winds Meet, disguises are not just small cosmetic changes, they completely transform your character into someone else. Think of them more like full character skins rather than simple outfits. When you put on a disguise, your appearance changes entirely, and the world around you reacts to you differently. This system is designed to feel immersive, making you feel like you are actually stepping into another person's role. Each disguise exists for a specific gameplay reason. Some allow you to speak with characters who would normally ignore you, while others let you slip past guards in restricted or heavily protected areas. In certain situations, disguises even make it easier to ask non-player characters for items or information. So instead of being purely visual, disguises are tools that help you approach problems in smarter and more creative ways. However, wearing a disguise also comes with limitations. While disguised, many of your usual actions are restricted. You cannot move freely like you normally would, and abilities related to agility or lightness are often disabled. This means you have to plan your route and actions carefully, because once you commit to a disguise, you are trading mobility and freedom for access and stealth. Another important thing to keep in mind is that disguises are temporary and not cheap. They only last for a limited time and require commerce coins to equip, which are much harder to earn than regular currency. Because of this, it is best to use disguises only when you have a clear goal in mind and enough time to reach it. In Where Winds Meet, knowing when and why to dress as another character can make a huge difference in how smoothly your journey goes. Unlocking new disguises in Where Winds Meet is not something that just happens automatically as you progress. Instead, the game asks you to actively create them yourself. To unlock a disguise, you need to sketch the character you want to impersonate. This is done using rattan paper from your inventory, and almost every character in the game can be sketched this way. Some special characters even give you a direct prompt, making it clear they have a unique disguise available. One very important rule to remember is that disguises are risky if misused. If the character you are currently disguised as happens to see you, they will immediately realize something is wrong. When that happens, guards will be alerted and you will be arrested on the spot. Because of this, timing and positioning are extremely important when you decide to sketch or use a disguise. The sketching process itself is very straightforward. When you hover your cursor over a character, the game will display their name along with the difficulty level of creating their disguise. Once you see this information, all you need to do is press the required button to create the sketch. After that, you can take the finished sketch to any disguise shop and turn it into a usable disguise. To sketch characters, you must have rattan paper available. This item is not rare, but it is essential, so you should always keep some with you. Rattan paper can be purchased from any wood craftsman, and one reliable wood craftsman can be found just south of the Kaifeng City disguise shop. If you plan on unlocking multiple disguises, stocking up in advance is a smart move. After completing the Veil of Love quest, the disguise system becomes fully available and the game starts guiding you toward more opportunities. New disguise targets will appear directly on the world map, marked with a mask icon. These icons make it easier to spot characters worth sketching, helping you expand your disguise options naturally as you explore the world. When you are sketching characters for disguises in Where Winds Meet, you may notice that each portrait comes with a difficulty level. This difficulty is not random, it directly represents how hard that disguise is to create and use. The key system behind this is your makeup level, which determines which disguises you are actually capable of wearing once they are crafted at the disguise shop. Your makeup level increases every time you commission a new disguise. Each completed disguise gives you experience, slowly pushing you toward the next level. As your makeup level goes up, you unlock the ability to equip disguises of higher difficulty. For example, if your makeup level is 3, you can use disguises with a difficulty level of 3 or lower. This makes progression feel very clear and rewarding as you expand your options. Because disguises are not always easy to find, the most efficient way to raise your makeup level is by taking commissions from the disguise shop. These commissions work like small missions where you create new disguises and complete tasks while wearing them. Along the way, you get interesting side stories, practical gameplay benefits, and steady makeup level progression. It is one of those systems where everything lines up nicely, making it both useful and enjoyable to engage with. If you are wondering where to actually equip disguises in Where Winds Meet, the options are currently very limited. There are only 2 disguise shops available in the entire game, and both of them are located in Kaifeng. The first and most straightforward one is inside Kaifeng City itself, found in the southeast part of the city, just to the right of the fairgrounds area. The second disguise shop is a bit more hidden and can be found beneath Kaifeng City in the Ghost Light Market. Reaching this area is tied to a dedicated lost chapter, and the market is only open during specific times of day, so it takes more planning to use. The good news is that your makeup level is shared between both disguise shops, so you are free to use whichever location is more convenient once you have access to them. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.